and I've asked them to come and share the story about how they met their ET friends and their encounter, what that was. So, David, do you want to just kind of introduce yourself?
I'm David Cooper, and I'll deny anything I say here.
And I'm Sheila Cooper, the other half of the ET Friends.
So I want to ask some questions about Jehomm. Okay. So when he would come to you, what was the purpose for him coming to you? What would he tell you?
Well, I would ask him to come to me. Okay? And one time he came to me, he showed me 7 different entities visiting the earth that are here among us. And one was like had angel wings. And he explained to me that the atmosphere, the one with angel wings, where they lived, the earth that they lived on, the world they lived on, whatever, the atmosphere was thick enough that he could fly with them. Like he couldn't fly here. And so that was interesting that I saw that. And the explanation. But I always asked him to come see me. So what would happen is he's somebody that didn't just hang out with us. It was like he was busy, like in the universe. In fact, I sort of was. He was an eternal being. Okay. And so he one time I hadn't seen him in a long time for those 6 years. And I was putting energy out. I'd like to see you again. I have some questions. Finally, he showed up. And he communicated to me, "You really think you're important, don't you?" And I said, "What?" And he says, "You just, out of the blue, want me to show up and entertain you." You know, and I was like, I thought that was pretty cool because it added to the humor that I recognized in him before, you know. So he eventually completely disappeared like her family. They disappeared too. And that's the only way I can refer to them as her family. You know, and to know Sheila is to understand she's not from here.
And so how long has it been since you had contact with them?
2000.
2000.
Year
Okay.
2000. And one thing she explained to me, she was really, I'm not upset with you. It's not like I'm going to kill you or beat you up or anything, but I knew things weren't right. At one of the meetings, I described what Cyria looked like. And I'd gotten to know Cyria already. And it's really cool to know them, even though they're just little teeny things. Just their hands are just so, they flow like into you. So I described her like a gray. She did not want to be described as a gray. She said, she explained it. She says, "The grays are not here to cause trouble, but they want to learn about you like we do. And so it's like you guys, humans and animals, if you kill one, oh well. They don't have that kind of empathy in them. And so they'll want to learn about you, but they'll dissect you to learn about you." And so she says, "We won't." She says, "We have more," is that the right word, empathy than you?
Compassion. Yeah.
Compassion. And so we won't do that. And that's why I don't like to be compared to them. And she actually came to me in the evening. She wasn't awake. And to discuss this with me. So it was the same night that we had this meeting. And she lifted my hands up, put them on her head, and let me feel her head, her neck, her shoulders, and her arms, you know. And then she had me look at her color. She has a slight green hue about her. And she's not plain like the grays. And so she's slightly, very much the same, but there's a slight difference. The other difference is, remember I told her eyes. The grays do have the black eyes. You know, and I don't understand that completely, but why they have black eyes. But yeah, she made my understanding that she wasn't like them, and that there is a difference if you look at them. So she showed me the difference between her kind and who they are.
And so what is your connection to Jehomm? What is the purpose for him being in your life?
I don't know.
Yeah, we don't
I
know.
never think to ask him.
Yeah, we don't know.
I'm serious, and I haven't seen him for a long time. And the only thing is, my little brother was born right after that. And his ex-wife and me think, oh my gosh, Peter's an alien like Sheila. You know, and I think maybe there was something there, you know, that was going on. Because he was birthed. I was 3 years old when Peter was born. I was about 3 years old when this took place, that I saw. And Jehomm did convey to me, he was shocked. Not shocked, he had a different word for it. He was shocked, though, that I saw him, that I could see him. It was like, who is this little brat, you know? You know, so